Well, hello everybody, Jason up. New Ladies Revolution in the car. We're gonna go to Savers this morning. It is 10:42 a.m. and we're gonna go to Savers because I've got like this new buzz for thrift stores. I found something yesterday. I found something about 3 days ago, and I haven't gotten a chance to show you yet. Is it a Grail? Yeah, it's kind of it's a household item Grail, and it's something that I've been wanting and looking for a while. And then you look them up on eBay, and people have them again for stupid prices. They're completely. Yeah, this beard is starting to become uneven. It's a completely useless product. No, it's not. I guess people still have the ability to use it. But I found it at a Goodwill a few days ago, and I'm not sure what the date on it is. I got really excited when I saw it was in its box. It has been used. I looked at it, and it's got some discolor, like some spots on it of like brown, like just gack. But it was all wrapped up in its plastic, and the booklet was there, the manual. And I searched that thing, and I cannot find the date on it. And I searched it online with the item number, and I cannot find the date of production. I do not think that this is a early 80s model. I'm not even sure if this is a mid 80s model. I would be very happy if I found out it was a late 80s model. But just my luck, it's probably like a 94, 93, which kind of kills it a little for me. But it has the look that I want, and the manual looks really kind of dated. The writing and stuff. There's no .coms anywhere, obviously. And when you can fill out, like, you can get replacement parts, and it had like the little order form, and you had to write your credit card number in there. So I don't know. It was definitely pre-internet, which makes it, I don't know. I'm guessing like 92, which, all right, fine. But I like it, and I'll show it to you later. I'm talking about it. I haven't showed it to you. Some of you probably know what it is. I've been looking for it for a while. I have like 3 or 4 of these things in different form in my room. And I wanted one that looked a specific way from a specific time period. And I'll show it to you later. But I wanted to, now I want to go check out what, for me, is at least the thrift store with the biggest potential. The Savers stores, Value Village it is in Canada, I think, and maybe even other parts of the US. It's called Value Village, but here it's Savers. It's the biggest. It's, just massive. And it used to be a real spot for stuff. And just like every other thrift store, they have, gotten hip to prices. And, these are the kind of thrift stores where, you go in and they have a Wii, bagged up behind the glass with like one controller and, no games for $99.99. And you're like, all right. And they started to do that with their electronics too. This is a store that back in the day, a VCR was, $3.99. Now they're $14.99. And that's disturbing. But I'm fixed pretty good for VCRs. But, I wouldn't mind finding a DVD player with remote. Sometimes, if it's donated by an old man, the old man tapes the remote to the DVD player, and donates it that way. That's only reserved for old men. Nobody else does that because, they're, old men are, better that way. Because the VCR or the DVD player that I have down in the cave, for our vintage TV nights or whatever, that DVD player does not have the original remote, and the universal remote that I got for it doesn't do any of the functions that I needed to do, like access the menu and skip an episode and stuff like that. So when I watch TV downstairs, I can basically only watch the first episode of a disc because I can't skip to the next episode. I can fast forward. Now I can't even do that. Anyway, I'm rambling. I need a cheap DVD player with remote for the cave. And there was a period of time where like Walmart was selling them for, $19.99 and just had, your basic DVD player. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I don't even think they're, I don't want to pay $40 for a DVD. So, I'd like to find one at the thrift store, but it has to have the remote. I could probably get a better universal remote and have the menu searching functions. Probably. I could probably do that. I might do that. I don't know. What else is happening? We're back on the trying to do the daily videos because health-wise, July has been the best month since March. I feel pretty good, and I gained 4 pounds. I'm up to 174 now. Swallowing is kind of effortless now, and I don't know. I just I'm just gonna ride this. I did add soy back a week ago or so. I had some mint Oreos. I had some gluten-free Oreos that had soy in them. And I don't know, like the placebo, the placebo effect kind of told me that I felt a little swollen the next day in my throat. I don't know. I don't know if I did. But those Oreos were good. And then yesterday I got really brave, and I ate an egg. Soy, egg, wheat, and dairy were removed from my life. And yesterday I ate an egg. In fact, I had an egg sandwich on gluten-free bread, of course, with a piece of sausage, which I've always been able to eat. And it was tasty. But again, later that night, I thought my throat felt off. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just screwing with myself or, I gotta get my beard. I've been happy with my beard because I've been trimming this part of it and letting this part grow and just keeping, like, you can see the difference, right? So from here up is shaved down a little bit, and from here down is filling in, and I like it because it kind of had like a nice shape to it. But now I think like this part's getting a little long. I don't know. Some guys can grow just a great looking beard, and there's probably a secret to growing a great looking beard, but I never figured it out, and I've never gone and gotten an actual beard trim from something higher than Supercuts, where a guy does it and knows what he's doing. So I thought that I felt weird with the egg. I know my man at Come-a-Fa Egg is rolling in his grave, even though he is still alive and with us, because if I can't eat an egg, I can no longer ask if it Come-a-Fa Egg. None of you know what I'm talking about, but anyway, let's see, what else can we talk about? My summer work schedule has been really glorious. I used to schedule people in chunks. During the homeschool year, I have to be home from like 9 to 1. So then I book people from 1 to 6, and that's a long. Okay, that's not a long day. Okay, most people are working, 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. nonstop, breaking their backs, and I'm sitting in a chair talking to people for 5 hours and acting like that's a big deal. 6 hours, actually. It's 1 to 7. My last appointment's at 6. So no, it is not a full day. Of course it's not, and I'm very lucky to have that. But I was breaking up my day this summer and doing like a 9 and a 10, and then maybe a 2, 3, and a 4, and that was awesome. I loved that, and I'd like to figure out a way to go back to that even during the homeschool season. But today I'm going 1 to 7. So that's 6 people back to back, and that gets a little bit of my brain gets a little fried with that. So I'm free this morning, and usually I stick around the house and hang out with the kids. But man, oh man, guys, I never talk about this. I never ever talk about this, and I probably shouldn't, but. It is not a happy home. Not a happy home. And some people, a person, gets on a warpath and just won't stop blah, blah, blahing. And sometimes you just got to be like, well, that's it for me, folks. I'm out of here. And I feel bad because I got to leave the kids behind to take it all, but that's what it is for now. And look, if anything ever happens down the road, then I'll totally clue you in and use you guys as a therapeutic support and let you know what I've been going through for the past 20 years. And then more so since the children have been born, because as you can probably tell, you can probably tell the kind of parent that I am. You've met the children, and to me, they're okay children. They do some things that children do. They have some habits. They have some behaviors that I think are standard for children, and I kind of roll with it. And I'm a little bit more lax as a parent. A little bit less helicoptery, but also I still have some weird, parent rule. Like, I don't want my 11-year-old to take his bike and ride down the street. I don't want him to do that. I don't feel comfortable about that. I was walking up to a convenience store at 9 years old and buying candy that was like half a mile from my house and down a busy street. I don't even want him doing that like next year when he's 12, so I don't want my kid to sleep over anybody's house. I don't feel comfortable about that. So, I'm not just, I've got some weirdness. Obviously, I'm in support of the homeschooling, which could be considered weird by some people. But we still parent very, very differently, and that has caused pretty much most of our conflict since birth. Not so much birth, but as soon as the children started developing opinions and, sorry about that, and wanted to have, I gave them some things that their mother didn't approve of, like video games, and exposed them to the evil world of YouTube, that, there's not a lot of balance in Liam's life right now. He wakes up in the morning, he's expected by half of the house to immediately be productive, immediately do the dishes or clean the drain board, or, make yourself a breakfast. And if the breakfast doesn't contain certain products and it's an unhealthy breakfast, and you got to hear that. Anyway, I won't do it now, but, I'll clue you in someday down the road. If it's not yet, then you all know why. There's 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons not yet. Anyway, so That's 15 minutes. Wow, 15 minutes of rambling. All right, we're going to Savers. I'll get some footage in there, and then I'll show you the Grail that I picked up. And I think I just needed to vent. I'm sorry. That's a lot of talking. All right, we'll see you at Savers. All right, let's go in and see what they got. All right, first thing I usually hit up are the VHS tapes. And we'll go through these. And you know, we have nothing. I think sometimes these are resellable. These VeggieTales. Sometimes you get some extra money on eBay with those, but let's go to the electronics. All right, electronics section. Scan and cut DX. Nothing on this side. And nothing on this side. A bunch of DVD players. 20 bucks, look at this. 20 bucks for this massively old, early DVD player. Oop. That's what we were looking for, but look at this. Look at this, ridiculous. DVD player with remote, 20 bucks. Stupid, stupid prices here at Savers. This is actually a little bit of a disappointing trip, as I'm reminded of their prices. All right, we'll keep looking around. All right, guys, we're out of Savers. I'll talk to you more in the car. You know I don't like to film in front of people, and there was a lot of people in there today, but I found this. It's got to be unmarked. $5.99. They've got it on their small electrical housewares. A Brother Scan and Cut DX machine. I have no idea what it's for. Scrapbooking or something, I guess. It's got the LCD screen here. Guys, this sells on eBay for $300. I have no idea if it works. I have no idea how to set it up. Some of the cords are wrapped up still in a bag, so I'm assuming that it works, but it was $6. And I'm gonna throw this up on eBay and just see what happens, but I might have just made, you know, $250, you know, $275 just now. We'll find out later. All right, yeah, Savers was junk today, except for that possible huge profit. They had nothing. They had nothing. They had that one DVD player with remote for $20. Yeah, so that's not happening. That really old one that I showed you, almost like that early model, that looked cool just for like collector's purposes, but I'm not I don't get excited about vintage DVD players. You know, if it was a top loader VCR, then I'd be excited about it, but I don't care about old DVD players. Yeah, I guess, you know, they've got a ton of DVDs, very few Blu-rays, and their VHS tapes are shrinking. If I'm still gonna do like the VHS walk-in closet thing, I should probably, you know, start buying some. The only movie that I would have bought there today, and then I just walked out without it, was About Last Night with Demi Moore and Rob Lowe, which is really good. I liked it. it's going to be movies like that I buy if I do the VHS walk-in closet. It'll be movies like that. It'll be, you know, very, very specific 80s movies, you know, that kind of deal. But this cutting machine, this, you know, scrapbooking, whatever, I don't know. The sold listings that I looked up were $299, $329, you know, $305. Some buy it nows for that much. The auctions were going like $230, and I paid $599 for it. That has to be a mistake of pricing. Somebody didn't get. I mean, if they're going to price a DVD player at $20, and then they get that thing in and they price it at $599, something went wrong. The tag said small housewares. It didn't say electronics, so somebody might have botched that pricing. But even if it's, you know, even if the thing's broken, I spent $6, and I'll just toss it out. But I don't know if I could get. That's crazy, you know. If I could make $300 on a $5 purchase, even if I, you know, list it for $150 and somebody just is like, "Whoa, what a steal!" Okay, you know, made $145. So we'll see. And I'll tell you what, if I do sell, if that item does sell for a stupid price, we'll do something with the money. We'll do something for the channel. We'll just like, I wish eBay would give you, like, you know, the option to do like eBay credit. You know, if you get paid, you know, don't put it in your bank account, just like put it in your eBay account and then just use that to buy stuff. But they don't do that. But if it does sell, I'll buy some stuff. And I haven't bought any G.I. Joes in a long time. So if it sells for $150, $200, if it sells for anything, we will pull the money aside, and we'll do like a buying night where we just go on, and I think I'm up to 1988 or 86 with Joe's. I think it's 86. So maybe we'll buy, like, I don't know, if I get $150 or so, I can buy probably 5 or 6 complete 86 Joes. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that just to, like, you know, get the Joe bug going again. All right, so the trip to Savers. Look, I was just killing time today. It's 11:50. I got to work in an hour and 10 minutes. About 30 minutes away from my office, so I'll get there a little early. I'll sit around, and I'll work till 7 tonight. But actually, if I do get there early, I'll post this item up for sale, and I'll show you a little bit of footage of that. Take it out of the box, get it all plugged in my office, see if it turns on, and then go from there. Could be cool. I'm excited. If it sells, we'll buy some G.I. Joes, and we'll do it together. But other than that, Savers was not so great. I'm telling you, I really do wish that I could be one of those professional Goodwill resellers, professional thrift resellers. I think Savers is probably a gold mine for just stuff that I don't know anything about. You know, knickknacks and glassware and Tupperware or Pyrex. You know, stuff that I don't have a clue about. I'm sure that if you do have a clue, Savers is the place to be. I really think you could spend, you know, hours in that store, literally hours, and buy $200 or $300 worth of product and quadruple your money. You know, and imagine doing that daily. You know, that's, well, I don't know if you can do it daily, but I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to the office and plug in the cutting machine, whatever it's called, and see if I can list it up and get some new Joes. All right, guys, we're in the office. Here it is, the Brother Scan and Cut DX. $5.99 at Savers. We're going to find out what's the deal with this. I don't know. Somebody took care of it. It's got the styrofoam, and we're going to carefully take this out. I don't know. It looks brand new, guys. I don't know. This could be fun. Look at this. It's still got stuff in the pack. A universal pen holder. It's got all the cords and bags. I think we might have scored. I want to plug it in, obviously. Let's see. How would you plug it in? It's got everything. This looks like it hasn't even. I think it also came from a smoker. All right, so it's got all these little attachments, and I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's plug it in. I assume. Look, nobody's even taken this out of the thing yet. Or maybe they just wrapped it back up in it. I would assume that this was used like 3 times. I mean, I don't know how often people use these things. All right. Let us see if this plugs in and turns on. Fits there. I have my outlet up here. Let me see. All right, it's plugged in. Is it doing anything? Works. Wow. That's amazing. It works, and everything is good, I think. So I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of it and get it listed on the Bay. I got all this fun stuff and packages, and I'm going to list it up. So let's get it all set up. We'll take everything out of the bag. All of the activation card. What is this? There's discs. There's cordage. There's how-tos, I assume, operation manuals. We'll put the box behind it for photo purposes. Put another AC cord there. All right, let's see how it looks. Well, let me not show that $5.99 sticker. Sometimes that's a turn off for people. I might have to carefully remove the $5.99 sticker. Sometimes there we go. If people know how much you paid for it, they're like, "What? You're a scammer." But anyway, so this is what I'll try to take a nice picture of. You can see that it works. Yeah, I'll do that right now, and then I'll list it up on eBay. We'll be right back. All right, kids, we're back from a trip around town. A slightly disappointing trip to Savers, which will reverse itself dramatically if that cut in stick or whatever it was, cutting something, scrapbooking machine thing sells. Anyway, the item, the Grail-ish item that I wanted to show you is down here near my posterior. Found this in a Goodwill for $10.99. So that's almost like the new Goodwill pricing lunacy. $10.09 I paid for this. Now, as I told you in the car, I have no idea if this is a good for me or not. I don't know if it's what I want or not, because I can't find a date on it anywhere. I looked it up by serial number, what's the manufacturer date? I got nothing. As I look more at it, I'm thinking it's probably 93, 92. But the one thing that makes me curious is that there's the retail price tag sticker on it for, I assume it's original trip through the retail world. What am I talking about? The original price that it sold for in the store was $99.95. And I can't remember when these products sold for $99.95. Early in the life, I would assume. What am I talking about? The Southwestern Bell cordless phone. There we go. The cordless phone, the 80s style cordless phone that I have been looking for. Is it the Zach Morris phone? No. But we'll take a look at it. Though I got excited because I thought, man, this has never been touched. So here's the manual that I was telling you about in the car. It's kind of got like, some dated print. It gives me the impression that it's older, but I don't think it's like 85, 86. I don't. I think it's 91, 92. But the other thing that makes me think it's older is the antenna. The antenna, you actually have to screw into the phone. And it's the range extender. Now, I don't know if this is older or if the older models actually had the pull-out antenna. Now that I'm saying that, I think they had the pull-out antenna. But here we go. We have the Freedom Phone Southwestern Bell cordless phone added to the collection with beautiful box that will go over on the 80s stuff shelf. But is it perfect? Oh, we got to put this up too. We can't forget the hat. Is it perfect? No. Is it 85? Probably not. But I like it. I like it a lot. And it's going to sit right here on the table. Right here on the coffee table is where she's going to sit. So that's that. I'll package this all back up and put it nicely in the box. It's got a very interesting smell to it that I'm finding out is probably battery acid. I thought that maybe it was just the 80s. But look, $99.95. I don't know. When did this cost $100? But there she is. And when we move everything back where it was, my Golden Girls poster has to get hung. I think I'm going to put it on the JCPenney's catalog. I think I'm going to set it right there. Maybe over here. I don't know. Let's put it over here and then put the Blockbuster tape on the JCPenney catalog. All right. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know. It's I'm filming here. Watch this. Now I can use my hands to do other stuff, like admire this Golden Girls poster. That's right. Yeah, my ear was hurting, so I have to flip you over to my ear. My other ear. Yeah. Yeah. $10.09. I'm good with that. So that's it. That's kind of like the mini vlog. Saver, sorry that it was a bust. I should have maybe gotten that About Last Night VHS, but I didn't. Hopefully the eBay item sells. I'll keep you up to date on it. When it does sell, we're just gonna buy a bunch of 86 GI Joes. If I get $150 for it, we probably should get, I don't know, 6 or 7 Joes. The 86ers that I need left are fairly expensive, so we might get 4 or 5. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, that's all. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna make some calls here. Do you remember your childhood phone number? I do. 594-0774. Area code 716. Go ahead and call it. All right. We'll see y'all later. Good night now.